Why is it difficult for us in this part of the world to talk about sex? Why is it a challenge for married women to tell their husbands, honey, I'm in the mood? Why do we shy away from talking about sex or even educating our children when it comes to sex or sexual topics? Why? Why? That is the question. Well, today I have a guest, a marriage fitness she calls herself, a woman that has been married for a long time and she has experience. Today she wants to discuss with us marriage and sex. If you want to hear, stick around, we'll be right back. So today I have Taya.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
So please, let's talk about sex.
Your favorite subject.
Oh yes, it is my favorite subject. I like to talk about sex. So tell me, why do you think we have issues in this part of the world talking about sex?
Well, I guess it's the way we were brought up.
Okay.
It's our culture.
Okay.
It's not in our system to just talk about sex openly. Never been, but I do think it's getting better.
Yes. But you know what baffles me is I've noticed that most women are not even able to tell their husbands that they're in the mood. So why do you think that is? Somebody that has been there so many times. So why is it a problem? I don't understand.
It's always been the man to pursue, you know. It's never been a woman thing really. But I guess if you have been to the Western world, you've been away from Nigeria for a very long time, you tend to kind of open up more. And then with this generation as well, you know, Instagram is teaching us a lot, the social media. Everybody is learning how to use their voice now. So it's not as bad as before. I think we are breaking that bias, I think.
Okay, but do you think though that men are comfortable with women approaching them sexually?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, what man wouldn't be kind of excited to know that his wife desires him, his wife wants him?
Because I've heard a lot of women say, if I actually approach my husband, he calls me a hoe.
I knew that was what you were going to say. Because I've heard it so many times as well. Yes, I mean, it doesn't even make sense at all. Because yes, he's been having sex with you all his life or since you've been married. So what? It's not a man thing anymore. It's like a woman too should be able to approach her husband and say, honey, I'm in the mood, let's do it. There is nothing wrong with that. God created marriage for procreation and pleasure, you know, where the helper, where the half of significant half, you know. So, I mean, it's not in the Bible anywhere that you're not supposed to enjoy sex or approach your husband. You're supposed to be all mum about sex. No, it shouldn't be that way.
Okay, ma'am, you've been married for over 30 years, right?
32 years.
Wow. So what do you think about husband and wife using sex, gadgets or sexual gadgets in the bedroom?
Those things. Yeah. Well, you know what, like I said before, because a lot of people approached me about this question in the past, and I always come up with the same answer. There is nowhere in the Bible that says specifically that we're not allowed to use sex toys or enhance our sexual lives, you know. But I guess it can be a disadvantage as well.
Oh, really?
I'm just saying, if one partner depends on a sexual toy just to enjoy his or her spouse or sexual experience. So there should be a balance. It shouldn't be like, oh, without sex toys we can't do anything, because naturally sex should be enjoyed between a man and his wife without having any, you know, toys or enhancements or whatever. So yes, if you want to spice up your sex life, that's fine.
So what do you have to say about those that want to spice it up in a way that they actually also want to leave the normal place and go from the back?
Okay, the oral.
Yeah. No, yeah, the annual.
Oh, well, that one, it's a kind of, you know, because even though we say that sex is, God created sex for pleasure.
And there's also pleasure there.
There's also pleasure there. Yes, we've heard about that. But it is an individual choice. I'm not here to say, oh, don't do that. You know, I'm not the judge here. I'm not God. If you feel comfortable, that's your business. You know, I'm never going to say you are not allowed to do that. If it gives you pleasure, do it. But some people find it so horrific. But who am I to say, oh, it's definitely not a way to go?
At the end of the day, it's what makes you and your partner
exactly
comfortable that matters.
Yes.
Okay, so but what advice do you have to give to women that find it difficult to open up sexually to their husbands, especially women that their husbands are not satisfying?
Okay, the ones that are not satisfied
sexually. Yeah.
Okay.
And they feel, I would bruise his ego if I tell him.
Yes, that's
how would you advise them to go around it?
When you love someone, you should be able to talk about anything. That's why friendship is so important in marriage. If you marry your friend, you should be able to speak openly about a lot of things. You shouldn't really hide any things that bother you, especially about your marriage, your sex life, because you need to enjoy sex. It's not for him to enjoy alone. Both partners need to enjoy sex. It's not meant for the man alone, as we women assume. It's not nice for the woman to not enjoy sex, to not be satisfied. That's not fair. So if a woman is having any concerns, she should be able to talk to her partner about it, because after all, that's your spouse. You're supposed to share everything together. You are friends. If you have a best friend outside of your marriage, are you scared to talk to them? No, you talk about stuff. Communication is very important in marriage. And if you marry someone that you can't communicate with, then that's a big problem right there. Because even, you know, when everything is not rosy in a marriage, once that friendship has been established, you will never really lose it unless you have deep issues going on in your marriage, you know. So me, I'm always on about the friendship first, even friendship before the love, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you have to say to women that just, you know, finish having children and they're struggling, you know, finding their sexuality back? Like, how I mean, you had children, and maybe you went through that. How were you able to deal with that?
Okay, you know, we women, we're very insecure sometimes about our bodies. So when we have a child, when we have children, you know, so I think every woman goes through that, but we have to be able to get past that, because men don't bother about these things most of the time. We are the ones worried. The man still loves you the way you are. I'm not saying just let yourself go completely, but even if you have stretch marks, you are bigger in size, your weight has gone up, your man probably still loves you. So don't worry about it. Just do you. Keep doing what you were doing before you had children, you know. And if you feel that you need to lose weight, lose it for yourself. Don't lose it for the man, because you can't keep a man by keep doing things that he loves. You know, you have to do things for yourself.
So what of those women that feel that that part has gotten a little bit more expanded?
Yes, okay.
Because it's not easy to do you in that context.
You see, I remember when I had my first child, my midwife said, you know what, and I still do that today, you have to do your
giggle.
Yes, you got it, the giggle exercise. You have to tighten it
I'm
back.
doing it right now.
Yes, because nobody knows about it. So if you don't know about your giggle exercise, Google it rather. You'll get instructions on how you're supposed to do that, because that tightens your V part, you know. Yes, it tightens the muscles, and you just keep doing it forever and ever, and you will remain tight.
And even doing it while having sex.
Yes, even while having sex as well. You can do it. Do it while you're, anytime you're driving, you're in the shower, you know, like I said, we are doing it now.
You're doing it with me.
Yes, exactly. So I'm used to it. I've always done it all my life, you know. So I've never had a problem with that, because that time, I had my first child when I was 20.
Oh, okay.
I'm 51 now.
Oh, you look so good.
Thank you. So that always stuck, you know. Yeah, so that's the trick. I don't believe that you need to use all these oils and
you can do it naturally.
Yes, you can do it naturally.
And then build your confidence back, actually.
You know.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really had fun having this conversation with
thank you.
You heard it. Giggle all the time. Kegel, actually. Kegel. Do your kegling, you know, especially when you've had children. Do that. It actually works. And I know that, I mean, it's only natural to feel insecure after having children. But, you know, most times your husbands don't see that, because they love the soul, not the body. That doesn't mean you should let yourself go. though, but you know, just it takes time, right? Remember, it took you 9 months to have this baby. It will take you another 9 months or more to come back to what you used to be. Just keep at it and keeping on, okay? And remember that sex is important in marriage. Don't shy away from telling your partner that you don't feel comfortable with what they're doing, or you like what they're doing, because oftentimes we always complain. Yeah. If they do it well, I commend them.
Yes, exactly.
You killed it today.
Don't be quiet.
Exactly, don't be quiet. Show appreciation, because everybody likes words of affirmation one way or the other. Thank you so much, ma'am. Guys, please comment and tell me if you've had any challenges sexually, especially after having children. If you're that shy type that find it difficult to talk to your partner, just comment anything. You never know. There might be somebody that could answer and give you, you know, the way out of it, or maybe I could answer and give you 1 or 2 advice. We don't know it all. Remember, we all are on learning and relearning. Remember to always hang in there, for the very best is next. Love you. Ciao.